Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog about the seaman life. In today's episode I will take you with me on board on a lovely Sunday while we are doing some drills. Today we will do a fire drill, an abandon drill, a man overboard drill and emergency steering drill. Every crew member has to know exactly what to do in any of the scenarios that I just told you. Even the messman and the chief cook, they are not technical, but they need to know exactly how to start the lifeboat engine, for example, or the emergency generator, or how to use the steering gear on emergency. Because if you have a US Coast Guard inspection, they are very tough when it comes to safety, and they might ask people who are not technical. Usually that is what they do. Of course they will not ask the chief engineer or the electrical officer, which is me, something like, how do you use the emergency steering? Of course I know exactly what to do, but they might surprise the messman with such question. So pay close attention in case you are a cadet you are coming on board anytime soon. I think this vlog will give you an idea what to expect when you are coming on board. And if you have nothing to do with this line of work, I hope it will be interesting enough for you to stay for the whole vlog. I appreciate your attention, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy my vlogs. Also, maybe you want to subscribe to see what I will post next week. Every drill will start with briefing. The briefing will be done on either the bridge by the captain or at the master station by the chief officer, and sometimes even in the crew mess. It's a relaxed atmosphere and we are just discussing what we will do in the following hour. It takes about an hour and a half, and now they are teaching the messman how to use an oxygen tank for the fire drill. Because, like I said at the beginning, every crew member, even if he is not in a technical department, has to know exactly what to do in case of an emergency. And now the crew members are helping the motorman, which is part of the A team that will tackle the fire. We are just simulating, there is no actual fire on board, and the guys are assisting the motorman to be a faster operation. Usually he has to do it by himself, but there is no point in leaving the poor guy by himself now. We are just simulating, we are just training. So there are two teams on board. Each team has two members, one from the deck department and one from the engine department. There will be one motorman together with an AB, or one motorman together with an OS. So that is the team, and now they will simulate a fire that is taking place in the galley. That is why we are in the port side of the vessel. So the exercise has to be very precise and very professional. We will even put the fire extinguishers in position. We will simulate a real fire. Everybody has to be professional, everybody has to pay attention. There is no jokes making, and we are not making fun of each other. If somebody makes a mistake, we will discuss about it. We will try to improve next time. Especially if you are going in the US. The US Coast Guard is very particular with this type of drills, and they will even time you. You cannot take 1 hour for such an exercise. They will time you maybe 3 or 5 minutes, and you have to do everything by the book. That is why it's important to pay attention. And now we will proceed to abandon ship drill. This is the master station. Our lifeboat is free fall. You can see it over there in the back, the orange one. And now the third officer will check the duty of each crew member. Every crew member has a particular duty that he has to do before abandoning the vessel. For example, for me as an electrical officer, I have to disconnect the batteries of the lifeboat, and I have to lower the pilot ladder, because in case of an abandoned ship, the captain has to be the last one to leave the vessel, and he will go inside the lifeboat by the pilot ladder. The rest of us will go inside the lifeboat before launching it. So everybody will go inside. As you can see, it's a very small space inside here. If you think that in the coach, in the airplane, it's crowded, you should see the space inside the lifeboat. It's claustrophobic, and if you are a little bit fat, you will have difficulties getting in. But anyway, enough fun in games. We have to pay attention, we have to be serious, and this type of training is very important, so you know exactly what to do when there will be a real scenario. So every crew member will start the engine of the lifeboat. He has to know exactly how to do it, and after that we will proceed to the next drill, which will be man overboard. And that means we have to operate the fast rescue boat. You can see it over there in the back, the orange one. This particular type of rescue boat has the capacity of 6 people maximum, and we will use the davit winch, which you can see it over there. That is how we will lower the rescue boat in the ocean, in the sea, and that is how you will bring it back on board. Now we have started the engine, and the cooling is done by seawater, but since the rescue boat is on board the vessel, we will put this barrel with seawater just to have a little bit of cooling. And now the guys are preparing the rescue boat to be used by the davit winch. The AB and the OS are disconnecting the hooks, and now we will test the davit winch. As an electrical officer of the vessel, I have to take care of this davit winch to be in proper conditions and in good working condition, and it's hydraulic, so I have to check all the piping that is not broken or anything like that. Usually every Saturday I go there and I check it together with the second engineer, and also I check the engine and the battery and so on. And every crew member has to know exactly how to start the engine of the fast rescue boat. And now the guys have already tested the davit winch, and they will connect back the hooks and everything. If you are coming here anytime soon, be very careful with your fingers. It is very dangerous. And now we will proceed to the steering gear room, and we will test the steering gear on emergency use. That means we will disconnect the autopilot from the bridge and from the local panel in the steering gear room, and every crew member will go on one of the motors, one of the pumps of the steering. There are 2 pumps. He will put one of the headsets, and he will be in direct contact with the bridge, and the captain will give an order like go 10 degrees port side or 15 degrees starboard side, and the crew member has to follow that instruction. And that is how you will proceed in case there is an emergency on board. In case one of the engineers is busy with something else and he cannot proceed to the steering gear, then any other crew member, even the chief cook, has to know how to operate the steering gear. And this is the first aid kit, which is located in the steering gear room. In case there is an emergency, you have to know how to use it as well. And after we finish all the drills, we will proceed to the master station, or on the bridge, and we will have a debriefing session. We will discuss what went wrong, what went well, and we will try to improve, so next time we will do a better job. Like I said, depending on the port where you arrive, the port authorities can even time you on a drill, on a specific drill, usually on the abandon or the fire drill, and they want you to do your best job in the fastest time possible. That is why it's important to pay attention, and if you don't understand something, you have to ask. Now the chief officer is discussing with everybody how to improve next time and to do it as fast as possible. And that's about it. If you have additional questions, I wait for you in the comment section down below. I hope I told you everything so you will be prepared if you are coming on board. If you have nothing to do with this line of work, I hope it was interesting enough. Don't forget to hit that like button if you have enjoyed it, and if you are not already subscribed, I hope you want to subscribe to the channel. I will keep posting interesting stuff from the ship. Sometimes it's technical, sometimes it's a barbecue, sometimes it's an interview with one of the crew members so they can tell you their point of view and what the job they are doing on board. And sometimes I will go outside for a short leave and things like that. Everything regarding the ship life I will explain on this channel. So that's about it for this week, and thank you very much for your attention. I hope to see you next time on my channel, and I wish you a very nice day.